All right, so here today, I think we're going to be able to answer the question mostly on a lot of your minds, pretty much, where we currently stand and what the third anniversary has in store for us, given this newest chapter has come out. I'm going to make it clear, I'm going like bare bones covering the chapter. I am not spoiling anything. I'm just showing you the Nikkei shown in it, which they've already been shown publicly because it's not a spoiler. Oh my god, I met this Nikkei in there. What does it mean? Not a spoiler. So I'm going bare bones, so much so that there is no spoilers here. It just indicates what the third anniversary could be doing. It is, again, bare bones, no spoilers. So you're free to watch this video and have fun, all right? As always, like and subscribe helps out a ton. We're strictly talking Nikkes who appeared and hinted that they may return for a third Annie update cycle. As in, again, we get their expansion on their story during then. So again, bare bones. Let's talk about it. Let's have fun. And I want to know what you want out of the third Annie, because off of that video that I published earlier this month, a lot of you have different opinions. I thought people wanted Annies, and then my comment section sort of hated on Annies, or to a degree. And then a lot of people didn't want Hansel and Gretel. So who do you want? Let me know down below. Let's have fun. Here we go. Like and subscribe. Let's get into it. So starting over here, we talked about this dev video already, and this dev video now makes perfect sense why they've said assemble. And I think that where the story is going, that's like the perfect way to say it, is they're leaving all these storylines open, and they haven't really concluded most of them. There are all these stories, like the stories with the four beasts, the stories with the counters, the stories with spoilers. I don't want to go into other things, but there's a lot of different storylines that are going at a point, and they're just like, they've been left at a standstill waiting to see something. Yeah, and I think with the term assemble, that would perfectly see all of these storylines finally meeting with each other and these points being connected. So that's the kind of goal of what they have over here. I will say this now, out of all times, like, we knew what the anniversary up and coming would sort of look like. Like with Cinderella, she created so much hype of her own. You could tell Cinderella was an upcoming Nikkei. Red Hood, you could tell Red Hood was like 100% upcoming Nikkei. Whatever it was, Crown was more of a one that we didn't so much, I guess you can say, expect. We knew that she would come because they were sort of going towards the Lost Kingdom, and we knew like it's gonna happen at some point. And then boom, that 1.5 anniversary image showed it to you that yeah, it is happening. And obviously, when we had the 2.5, it was a similar situation where we knew who was the hyped Nikkeis that were out. At the time, it was sort of Sirens. We knew that, okay, they're gonna probably go Siren. Robbie Red Hood, when she was shown, we're like, yep, that's 100% either the second Annie or the New Year's, what is it, like Pilgrim, right? That's how they're gonna do things there, or New Year's Overspec. So in this case, it's in a very similar area where it's like, hey, or no, not really a similar area. It's in like, hey, you have an idea of who it could be, but you don't even have anywhere close of where it's definitive because of how much is there. Because this is the likelihood. After the last chapter, what is the likelihood of the third Annie being? It didn't negate the thing that, yes, Annies is still an option. It tackled a bit of Annies. It didn't do too much. It left it as an open thing where it's like, oh, we could drop Annies in December. You'll never care. You'll never know. They left that open, right? They said that, oh, we could drop this damn thing in October, or rather with the third Annie. You never know. So again, it's been left open like that. So Annies is likely. She is possible. There is no doubt that is a case there. But remember, it's like, it's also possible that, yeah, you could see a dual thing with Neon there too. Could be the case, right? Or she could be built up for the New Year's one. You'll never know. Also, it's like it's been continuous that they've been mentioning these characters, but they haven't tackled them, and it's been getting more and more and more annoying. The four beasts, they've been just left, right? We tackled a few things here and there, but they always get left on a point where it's like they can release, but they're just like not at that finale thing, right? I really think that if anything is done here, I truly think that Leviathan might be seeing her release soon. Because again, they've been building this character up especially, and it's like the popularity around her is there too. It's just like the cash cow is there. They're just being waited for the time when it's right to milk it. But Leviathan's there, and along with her four beasts, I think that it could be a very stacked update. I definitely think that out of all three of them, Behemoth and Leviathan are looked at as really, really popular ones. And I would say at some point, maybe a 4-beast update would be a super cool thing to sort of incorporate. We have been seeing a lot of different sort of anniversaries, a lot of different Pilgrim types, a lot of different things ended up being, you know, as we've had previous to this. I think that Leviathan and Behemoth could kill it as the third Annie, but it also opens up that thing of the new Nikkes that have been revealed here. Obviously speaking, I'm not going to give the names of these ones because it might be a spoiler to you, but a new Nikke over here that's been revealed automatically generated a lot of hype. A lot of players are already talking about this, but this is the full body now of the image, and again, this is exactly what she looks like. So obviously speaking, I don't think this ended up being a Pilgrim, right? But don't quote me on that exactly. Over here, another one, especially that's been announced over here. This one unironically generated the most hype alongside one of the other ones I'll show you. This one is very, very, very talked about. And like the top comment on the JP side is this one and another one. So another sort of Pilgrim, another character, Nikke, revealed here. On top of that, you had, yes, as again, the teaser showed you this is Nikke, yes. Officially now, you now know what she is. You now know who she is. This chapter really tackled a lot of things about her and such, and divulged the things you need to know. Now I wonder, Nikke is on the block there. You could potentially see her as a upcoming Pilgrim. The thing is, again, this next one has gained a lot of popularity more on the JP side. So I wonder where they go for her. She could easily cut it as like a secondary Pilgrim, 1 billion%, or she could cut it as like a free Pilgrim if they ever do that again. Definitely, you can see that being the case. So if that's what they want to go for, I don't think anybody would be shocked in the slightest. But yeah, this is people really like this one on the JP side, so that is there. But again, with this newest update, it left everything open. It's like it's literally telling you that it can be anybody. It can be Annice. It could be like side with Neon. I don't think Neon could cut a major update on her own. It could be Nikke. It could be this. It could be where is it? Yeah, Leviathan, maybe Behemoth, maybe even Ziz. Who knows, right? I just think that I'd rather have these two first. So biases there. I'd rather see these two, but you know, this is there. It's going anyway. I truly think that they could do anything here. And obviously with the knowledge of them doing 2 1%, I could genuinely see the update be like, hey, we're launching Nikke and we're launching Leviathan. I could see that being the thing. Or I could see like Annice and like Neon. Or even they could be weird about it, Annice, and put Leviathan out there. You could see that as well. I could, like, the more way that I see it, where they're going right now, they could say, like, let's say if they do, like, Leviathan as one of them, it could be Behemoth as the secondary, which would be a super cool update, have 4 beasts, like, expand on the 4 beasts there. Given the title Assemble and given the theme that they're going with, I think it's going to be more of a, like, Nikke update. It just screams that to me. So, like, Nikke, you might also see again. Maybe Leviathan on the side, maybe this over here on the side, maybe Neon on the side even, right? You get Neon first, and then you get Annice as the New Year's, like you did with Roppy, right? That would definitely cut it there. But they're doing very good in keeping this sort of closed. You can ask anybody who read the newest story. It leaves it open where anybody can be anything. That's the issue, right? Where it's like, oh, it's not like a definitive confirmed answer. It's simply like, dude, we put this in a state where we could say tomorrow it's Annice and no one's shocked. We could say it's Nikke and no one's shocked. They could even do like a curveball, right? Still, like they left that Marion story for a little bit now. We could see an expansion on what happened with Marion back then, and so on and so forth, right? We could also see Hansel and Gretel. That's another thing that I didn't open up here, but Hansel and Gretel's there. The only reason I'm not counting Hansel and Gretel as an option here is because they themselves said that they're not even close to working on the Hansel and Gretel story. And I read that to you both in a video and in a dev interview. They themselves specified, like, we're not even close. Like, we want to tackle what happened to Hansel and Gretel, but that is not even on our horizon. That's not even on their story plan, right? And how do we know, like, their story plan goes? We know their story plan's like upwards of 6 months to a year. So we knew as of 3 months ago, it's not even 1 year out to seeing what the hell happened with Hansel and Gretel. Like, they don't even know what they want to do with that. They don't even know where to go with that. So they've already said clearly they're not planning that, and that's not even on their horizon. So that's why I didn't open that one. But we could be seeing something with Marion. We could be seeing something with the 4 beasts. With all that they're doing, they could like pull a curveball and sort of reveal somebody else who was talked about in the main story in the latest chapter. I'm not going to spoil it, but after so long, the trailer sneakily showed it off. There is another heretic who will come back and sort of finally speak after how long. That could also be done there too, but with how the structure of the update is, it's a very weird one. So what is the 3rd anniversary? I think that with where the knowledge goes and where it stands right now, it would be a killer update to be 4 beasts. It would be amazing if it was like, hey, Nikke launching with the side of maybe Neon, with the side of maybe this over here. You could see, I still don't know what they're doing with these two, but they've generated so much hype. People were like, make them a 1%, make them a major update. Over here again, you had Annice. So, anything is possible. I think that that's sort of where Nikke's at right now. And the only one that is less likely to me is just Hansel and Gretel, because they said they're not even close to working on them as story elements. They've been just forgotten about right now. And that's their goal, to patch up everything right now instead of starting something new. Like, again, the continuation of Hansel and Gretel. They left that one closed for a little, but who knows? That could be the curveball too. Who knows? But what do you think? Let me know down below. Who do you want and how things go here? But with all the new reveals and everything revealed in the storyline, they can pull some really crazy things for the third Annie, and I think it could be a very good update if done right. So let me know. Let me know. Do you think also we're at the right point here for Assemble? Is it time to assemble? Is where the story left you off with maybe one side story and maybe the main story on top of that, putting it all together? Would that be what Assemble means to you? Let me know. Take care, have fun. That's been it.